these are chapters 34 to 39 of The Mayor of Casterbridge. So, Elizabeth James realizes Henchard wants to get back at Farfrae, so she goes warn him. He shrugs it off and is thinking of giving him like a little seed store, but then he gets to talk. Who he's pitching this idea says, "Are you sure? I mean, you have like sort of become mayor in his place, and well, he actually gets in this chapter. He gets they decide like, hey, the mayor we have right now just died. We'd like to put you to be mayor." And says, "Well, you guys all agree. I won't object to that." So you realize that Henchard would be really angry at him, so he decides against giving the seed store. Meanwhile, Henchard is like sort of blackmailing Lucetta, telling her that he's still got the letters that she wrote to him back when they were like sort of engaged before his wife came back. And then so he goes to the house and asks Farfrae for them. He only tells them the letters, and then he gets them out and he starts reading them, and he tells them the letters from a girl, from the woman he was previously engaged to him. He doesn't say who, and he was going to read the name of who wrote them, but he just couldn't, and so he doesn't. So then he goes and he gives them to Job, which to have delivered to Lucetta. But Job, he goes to with his friends who aren't that good. They're in the shitty powder town or wherever you'd always find great people there. And he reads them to them. They figure out it's Lucetta, and so decided to do like a skimmy ride. So they'll go planning. So they hadn't set up dates, but they're planning on doing it. So then the royal carriage, or someone like from the court of the King of England, who was coming past Casterbridge, and so Farfrae's thinking of doing a sort of celebration for him. And then Henchard comes in and says, "Hey, I want to be part of it too. I mean, I was once on this council." And they're like, "Yeah, you're not anymore, and sorry, but you're not, so please go." And so he's like, "I'm going to celebrate in my own way." So then when the royal cage he comes out in front of it and waves a flag, and Farfrae pulls him out of there, and he gets angry at them, so he decides to say, "Meet me here and let's have like a wrestle match," which and then Job and see Lucetta upset about Henchard did, and so they decided to do the skimmy ride that night. So then Henchard and Farfrae have sort of a wrestling match up on a loft, and the match is that the better man will throw the other one out of the loft, but he ties one hand behind his back, so it'll be a fair fight. And so Henchard gets Farfrae to where he can push him off, but he doesn't there again, so he just lets him go. And then meanwhile Lucetta hears some noise going about, and Elizabeth Jane comes to the house and tries shutting the blinds, but then she looks out and she sees the skimmy ride. It causes such a panic and upsets her so much she starts having like a seizure or whatever, and she needs Farfrae because she's like dying. So Henchard comes and then he sat and sees it, and he goes off to go get Farfrae, who hours earlier he just wrestled and almost killed. And so then Job and his friends, they quickly put it all away and hide it, and the constable and his deputy come and search the place. They ask everybody. Job comes in hiding some stuff they use for the noise and this code, and then they catch one lady putting like a pan or something, it's something in an oven, and they're like, "Aha, notice that you're putting something in the oven, why is that?" And so they pull it out, and she says, "Oh, we put it in the oven to keep it dry or whatever." And it makes sense to him, I guess, or he doesn't like, this is not real proof. I mean, I need like good evidence, actually, like having the donkey or the figures they made or something. So we just go like, okay. and just leaves because they really got nothing against them. So that's how it ends.